Hi.
Okay, hello. Hello.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
Hi, I'm Craig.
Hi, I'm Shandy.
And this is Seance with My Siblings.
Haunted electronics.
Haunted Technology Edition. Craig, when you whisper it, never picks you up.
Haunted technology.
No, do it loud.
Haunted technology edition. Ew. I don't like that. Haunted technologies.
Haunted Technologies.
Welcome to the seance.
Okay.
That hurts.
Oh shit, sorry. I'm like blasting everyone's ears.
All right.
Leave us comments on how our audio sounds.
On how when we pretend to be ghosts, how
Mhm.
does that sound?
Does
Should
it
we
blast
stop?
your ears?
Should we keep doing it? Should we stop?
Are you mildly annoyed?
Probably they're always mildly annoyed with us.
They're like, oh dear.
Oh gosh.
So, I have a pervy ghost story that's short, and then I have all about my new haunted doll, Wendy.
Yay.
Okay,
If you're watching.
if you're watching, you can see Wendy. So, yesterday was just a haunted day. I was showering, and I was home alone, and I hear just like that.
It whistled at you again.
Yes. And I was like, Uncle Nathan, is that you? Stop perving on me in the bathroom. And I hear again.
Ooh.
And that's it.
Oof.
But it didn't sound like a crisp.
It was more like a
Like
Like
a
how I did
breathing
it. Like how I did it. That's
out
how
of
it sounded.
breath. Okay.
Yeah, like a breathy, windy,
Breathy. Mhm.
not like a crisp, like. It was not that.
Ooh, gross. I
It
hate
was
it.
spooky.
Yep.
Spooky whistling.
So, yesterday, had to go to Nephi to get dog food and ended up buying lots of other shit too, because that's how I rolled. So, I have been binging.
I have been bitching.
I have been bitching. No. I've been binging the Ghost Gossip podcast that Ashley does, and sometimes her darling husband joins her, and she has guests and all that fun stuff. I love it.
Oh yeah.
So I was listening to... I just had it pulled up. Why did it move? I was listening to one of the newer episodes. It's called Welcome to the Dollhouse with special guest Jocelyn Lichenwalter.
Ooh.
And Jocelyn is a fellow crazy doll lady. Crazy
Oh,
haunted
yeah.
doll lady. She sounds so much like... This episode is so fun. So anyway, I'm listening to this episode, and I'm, like, geeking out because they're talking about all of... Like, Jocelyn has 90 haunted dolls.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
for
oh,
her.
And Ashley had done, like, some intuitive work before the episode and was just like, what am I picking up about these dolls? And she got all this stuff, like, spot on. It was wild. Wild. It was such a good episode, you guys. Anyway, so I'm listening to this, and I'm freaking out because it's so cool, and I'm, like, learning about all these haunted dolls. And I pass a yard sale in Nephi on my way, and I just see dishes and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I should stop and see if there's anything I can use in my Halloween display for my haunted doll and skeleton tea party. So I pull over, get out of my car, I'm walking up, and I see the dolls.
Yes.
I see the dolls, and I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, cool, here we go. And I'm looking at them, and I go, like, laser focused straight to this doll. There was lots of other cool dolls, but no, this was the one. So I take it up to the lady running the yard sale, and she had a price tag on her, but I didn't see it. So I asked the lady, like, how much do you want for her? And she's like, oh, they have tags. I'm like, oh, sorry. And she's looking at it, and the tag said $5. She's like, oh, well, she's marked $5, but could you do $3?
Oh.
I had exactly $3
Oh
in my
my-
wallet.
You are kidding me
No.
right now.
The way we
Nope.
also rolled so many threes. Like, yeah. I don't know.
Weird.
Weird.
Weird. I didn't even think of that, because
Yeah.
that just happened.
The way you guys rolled the same thing every time you rolled together.
Right, yeah, that too.
Listen to our last week's episode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, anyway, like, I pick her up and I just know, like, I feel her energy. I'm like, this is my doll. This is the doll. And, of course, I'm listening to a Haunted Doll episode, and I find a new doll.
Yes.
As it should be.
As
So,
it should be.
Anyway.
Not
so,
a coincidence.
Mm-mm.
No.
Never.
So I get her in the car, and I go about my business because I still have to go to, like, the Dollar General and pick up dog food and all that. I get back out to the car, and I just get this feeling that, like, she's mad. She doesn't want to be laying down.
Ooh.
So I sit her up, and I'm like, okay, girl, sorry. And then she was fine. And so we get home, and I'm like, where am I going to put you? But before we even got home, the dogs were barking because that's what they do. And it was like she heard them and was afraid. She's like, they're going to hurt me. And I'm like, no, they won't get you. I'll put you somewhere safe. And so we go in, and I was like, I can put you in my room. The dogs don't go in there. And she's like, no, I'll be lonely. And I'm like, well, here's where my other dolls are. And I had a doll up where she is now, but that doll I put out with my picnic in my Halloween scene. So I'm like, this doll has a job for Halloween, so you could be in this spot right here. And she's like, okay, that works. And then I introduced her to Samantha and Nancy. And I also have 3 other new dolls that I don't know if they have any energy. I don't really think they have any energy attached to them, and I haven't named them yet, so they're there too. They're just vintage. So yeah. Now we have Wendy.
Welcome, Wendy.
Welcome, Wendy,
Yeah.
to the seance.
And then while we were sitting here recording the other episode, she was here, and we have some cat balls.
Yes.
And see how you touch them and they go off. They had not gone off for us once, and they went off twice while we were recording our last episode.
The one sitting directly next to Wendy.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah.
There was one on like each side of the
there's
table.
one by each
They're
of
like
us.
spread
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
So Kylie, do you want to talk about?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, my initial reaction to meeting Wendy. We walk over to Shandy's shelf, and Shandy picks her up. She's telling me her name's Wendy, like Wendy from Peter Pan, and she hands her to me.
Because she is a Wendy doll from Peter Pan.
Yes. As soon as she touches my hands, I get like a full body reaction. Like my jaw locks up. And like the full body chill, so much so that I get like RT. Like it's everywhere.
Full body.
Full body. And just like this presence, this heavy presence. She has a very heavy presence.
She's sad. She's a sad girl.
And then Shandy gave her to Craig.
And then I went to the bathroom. I just left him.
Like, here's
And Craig was like, immediately like...
my jaw was like locking up as well, like even before Kylie told me about her experience, because Kylie was in the other room, and I was just handed Wendy.
And then I left.
And then everyone left me with Wendy alone. But no, yeah, she feels super heavy, and like I just got chills, and my jaw was locked up.
That's so funny,
was,
because
like,
that is not what I
clenching.
feel when I hold her.
That's crazy. We had the same reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
definitely my doll.
Yeah. My eyes were watering very much after I held her.
Yeah. This is her vessel. This is a doll.
She
but
just has
yeah.
a big presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll find out more about her as we go. I'll give you updates.
Ooh.
But she feels sad. I kept thinking in the car.
There
on the
is a
drive home,
sadness.
I'm like, oh, you're sad. But I think she likes me. I think she likes being here. I think she likes that I have so many other dolls.
Maybe we'll do the spirit box.
We should. We'll do
should.
something. I was
Yes.
thinking about grabbing the dead bell just to have here, but
Ooh.
anyway, next time.
Next time.
So anyway, yeah, those
Yeah.
are my updates.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. So cool.
So cool.
Wildin'.
Wildin'. Okay.
All right. I guess let's do a Mad Lib.
Oh, yes.
To start.
Oh, wait. Actually, never mind. No, do the
okay.
Mad Lib.
Bet. So this is ghosts, true or false? Okay, Kylie, give me an adjective.
Adjective. These ones are always the worst. Strong. So that's an adjective?
Yeah.
Question mark.
And Shandy, a verb. Sorry, I caught you off guard.
An action
Action
word.
word.
That's right. Running. I'm trying to find my stuff for this week, and Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Wait, isn't that an adjective action word ending in ing?
It's a descriptive word, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a descriptive word.
Okay.
So-
JK, I don't know my words.
I don't know my fruit.
I didn't know my fruit. Ooh, weeping.
Oh, you're joining
I was like,
in?
you can't play.
Oh wait, do I?
it.
Oh, do I not join it? Oh, just kidding,
Yeah.
JK. Well, sorry. Okay,
Okay.
I see. I was trying to remember if we. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Kylie, adjective again.
Okay, another descriptor word.
Mhm.
I think I did this one last time, but deep.
A plural noun, Shandy.
Throats.
Oh no.
Throats. Stop.
Ooh, an exclamation, Kylie.
Shit.
Shit. A sound. The other noise.
How do you spell that? EUGHHHH?
EUHGH.
Or you. I don't know. However Craig wants
Yeah.
to spell it.
I know what
Okay.
it means. Okay. A type of liquid.
No.
No, okay, I won't.
Maybe.
Maybe. Ooh,
Oh,
blood.
blood. I was like, do it.
You guys all know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If you don't, you haven't listened to us enough.
Yeah.
A type of container.
Ooh.
Type of container. A pill bottle.
Ooh.
An adjective.
God damn it.
I know I'm giving you all the adjectives.
Light.
A light.
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 Like it's
Light.
light. It's not heavy.
A verb.
That's like a doing thing.
Yeah,
right?
an action word.
Action word.
Petting.
Ooh. Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
You know I'm gonna pet that dog.
Something alive, plural.
Something alive, plural.
Like what?
Worms.
Rats. Let's do rats.
Rats.
Whoa.
Rats.
Whoa.
We
Okay.
don't sing a ghost song in an episode. Did we even do an episode?
Exactly. Type of event, Shandy.
Type of event.
Let's say. Probably a drug orgy.
Oh shit, okay. A drug orgy.
Yes. You have to do drugs at this orgy or you can't play.
Part of the body, Kylie.
Let's do nostrils.
Oh no. You're gonna drug orgy up your
no.
nostrils.
A noun.
Person, place, or thing. So let's do woman.
Woman.
Woman. Females.
Female.
Okay, type of food, plural.
Type of food, plural. Potato salads. Because we have more than one. We're in Utah.
Yeah, we do. Oh my gosh. There's at least 5 varieties. Okay. Number, Shandy.
7.
7.
And a plural noun, Kylie.
A plural noun. Penises. I had to. I didn't
It's
do
okay.
it. I controlled myself up until now.
That's fine.
We
Okay,
did
no.
it.
We did
You
it.
did it.
Now you get to read it to us, Craig.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is ghosts, true or false. There are a lot of misunderstandings about ghosts, and here at the Strong Academy of Ghosts, we're ready to running the record straight. Take this true or deep quiz to test your knowledge of ghost throats. Ghosts like to scare humans with noises like shit or ugh. Ghosts are afraid of blood, so you should keep a full pill bottle with you at all times. If you see a ghost, you should say, light, and heading away slowly. Ghosts only haunt human children and their pet rats.
Oh.
To be a ghost at your next Halloween drug orgy, cut nostril-sized holes in a fitted woman.
That would make them a ghost, that's for sure.
Ghosts digest potato salad 7 times faster than penises do. Ghosts digest potato salad 7 times faster than penises do. Oh, God.
So, good to know.
Make sure to cut nostril-sized holes in your woman sheets. Oh, God. For your drug orgy. Oh, my
With
God.
a full bottle of blood.
A bottle of blood. Got that thing on you.
Why are we trying to feed our penises potato salad?
Right. They can digest it so much faster.
Today I
Oh my
learned
gosh.
penises love potato salad.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
God.
Okay.
Okay, on to technology. Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go.
No,
You guys
no.
ready?
Spookier
Yep.
notes.
Okay,
Now to the ghost
composure,
stories.
composure. Most ghost stories.
Who goes
We
first
gotta be
this
serious.
time?
Oh,
I think it's me. Is it me or you? Or is
you
it-
can go. I don't
Okay.
care.
All right. Does it ever seem like your TV has a mind of its own?
Yes.
Why, yes.
Does it turn itself back on after you have turned it off?
Well,
Why,
yes.
Well, mine does. And the weirdest part of it is, if I ask, it will turn itself back off. I am not the only one suffering from electronic malfunctions that are possibly paranormal. It seems spirits love to play with electricity. I have found for you a tale about a haunted cell phone.
Ooh.
This is from Fuck Hardcore, but fuck is spelled F-U-H-K. Q, I mean.
Fuck.
Like a big Q. It's very cute. I like how they spelled it.
Slaying.
But I don't know that I'm hardcore enough to fuck like that. Anyway, now I'm going to stop swearing. Potentially.
Potentially.
Okay, so here's my story. My strange story. This happened about 5 to 6 years ago. I had a friend, let's call him Steve, who bought a cheap prepaid phone. The ones where you have to buy the card thing for minutes. So Steve used it for a few months until he was able to afford a better one. Anyway, the cheap prepaid phone wouldn't send or receive calls or text messages unless it had minutes. Excuse me. Once he re-upped on his minutes, he would receive the missed calls and texts. So, like, people would be calling and texting him and he wouldn't get it because he didn't have minutes. So Steve left the phone in his closet since he didn't need it anymore because he, I guess, got a new phone. But he left it on, so it still turned on. One day, it received a text message that didn't make sense, like random letters. The message didn't have any reply or delete options and didn't have a time or date at the bottom or anything.
Interesting.
Right? That's what I thought. And after he would open, read, then close the message, it wouldn't save in his inbox. So it just disappear.
Okay.
Yeah. After a few weeks, the random words started to make sense, like, why, hello, and not those shoes.
It's learning. And it's
learning
judging.
how to use the phone. And it hates your shoes, Steve.
Ooh, Steve.
But the messages didn't. I don't know what that means. Okay.
The messages didn't.
Steve thought it was weird, so he would always recharge the phone and leave it there. It was the three of us that would always hang out at Steve's house, and one day we were just chilling, listening to some music, and we got a random text from the phone. The phone said, "Turn it down, your mom's getting mad." And
What?
sure enough, I know. Sure enough, his mom knocks on the door and tells us the music is a little too loud.
That's bananas.
That's so cool. We were both amazed and creeped out. Then it started happening so often that we would carry the phone with us and ask it questions. It's like a cell phone Ouija board.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
That's fun. I
That
want
is
one.
fun.
Nice.
I want one.
What's my cell phone Ouija board?
I know. Okay, we would carry it with us and ask it questions, and it would answer back with either one word or short sentences. So, about the time when we realized it would answer us, my older brother, let's call him Bob, dropped by because he was bored and wanted to chill. We quickly told him what was happening and told him to ask it a question. He gave us a little skeptical grin and asked, "Are you a bitch?" Damn it,
Whoa.
his older brother is me. And right then and there, the phone gets a message. "Not funny, Bob."
What in the heck?
And then he just threw it back at us and had a what the fuck face. So phlegmy. I'm getting over a cold.
It's also the ragweed is like so bad right now.
Yes, I hate living here. Anyway, the creepy part was that the phone was talking to us three the whole day, and right then and there it already knew my brother's name, who had barely gotten there. I start calling bullshit on the phone and start going through the settings and just messing with it, and I get a message, "Put me down, fuck hardcore." I just drop the phone and say, "Fuck that shit." The next day we're at my other friend's house and we have the phone there. Now, to let you guys know, I really hate mayo, like really, really hate it.
Mayo?
Mayo. Like you spread on a sandwich. I had a nasty experience when I was in the 3rd grade. Oh no, poor little fuck hardcore. So we start asking each other and wondering who is texting us, and we get a text. "If you want to know who I am, eat a sandwich with a lot of mayo."
Savage.
Damn! Right away, I knew the message was for me. Everyone started laughing and trying to make me eat one, but I just couldn't. Then after we calmed down, I get a text. "Kim is calling you, fuck hardcore." And right then my phone starts ringing and it's her, and I was like, what the fuck? I answered and she just wanted to know what I was up to and if I was going to go over later. She was my girlfriend at the time.
Aww.
It would also ask and tell my friends stuff, but I mostly remember the parts that involved me. So yeah, this goes on for about a month until the phone stopped charging and died out.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a good story.
Yeah. And then I have one more.
Hell yeah.
This is from Forgotten Leftovers
Mood.
on Our Paranormal. Electronic devices acting up in new house. And it says, "Debunk this." I don't even know if this is the right place to post this, but I'm freaked out right now, so here goes. My family and I moved into a new house at the beginning of February. This just started yesterday and is continuing today, but electronic devices are suddenly acting wonky.
Ooh, sounds like someone we know.
Electronics and I do not work out so well most of the time. Anyway, okay. A cat toy that is only supposed to work by remote keeps going off. My laptop kept glitching when I was using it in the living room last night, like the screen started blinking in and out and I had to reset it multiple times. A brand new toy of my daughter's that is press button only has gone off on its own at least twice.
It's always the goddamn.
I know, it's always the kid toys. When I went to check that toy to see if it had a motion sensor, it doesn't. I had my AirPods in with my video paused, and suddenly white noise like old dial-up sounds started blasting through them. Oh, that would hurt.
It's like,
Yeah. I am alone in the house at this point, so I got so freaked out that I ran out of the living room and into my bedroom. But pretty much everything is happening in the living room. It happened both when I'm home alone and when my child and partner are sleeping in their beds. It wasn't the cats with the toys because they were both with me or in the kitchen every time something's happened.
Ooh.
We've been here a month now, but this just started yesterday/last night, at least that I've noticed. The cat toy may have gone off before yesterday, but I didn't notice because I thought it was a motion sensor until it started going off nonstop last night, and I checked it.
Ugh.
Hate
That's
that.
it.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Spooky.
I wonder what's going on that everything just started right now.
Right.
Interesting.
I know my
yeah.
house is way more active in the fall, but this was in February, so it's like winter.
I feel like
February.
January and February are still always like super
Yeah.
active.
Yeah, because my house doesn't start calming down until the spring.
Yeah, I feel like from September to March.
Yeah, into March is what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Agreed.
Agreed. Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Mirror you next.
I'll go next.
Okie dokie.
All right. I am. Ooh, actually, okay. So I have my own haunted electronics story
Yay.
from when I was a wee lad. I don't think I've told this one. The Bob the Builder TV, like.
No, what?
Yeah. So, in my childhood bedroom, do you know those, like, okay, so there's a, like, SpongeBob TV, like, themed, like, brick TV, like, the big
Yes.
ones, and, like, the Cinderella, or
Yeah, they have
the
them, like,
Cinderella
all
one,
sorts
like,
of...
they're themed, and, like, I can't remember if, no, I would always be watching Bob the Builder, but it was one of those TVs, and it was up on like a nightstand by my door, and my bed was like in the other corner, and I would always have Bob the Builder playing at night
Because he had it on VHS.
because it
and
was on
like
VHS.
a VHS.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
VHS.
it's one of those ones that has the VHS player.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was like ingrained or built into it or whatever.
Yeah.
But one night when I was way young, after Bob the Builder had played through, and you know how when the tape runs out, it goes to like a kind of like, it'll be the static lines and they'll slowly be going up. It was like that, but it wasn't all static. There was like black in between.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that. And I saw like faces and hands pushing through the TV screen. Like, it looked like it was like 3-dimensional, and like you could just like see these like a bunch of faces and like hands.
Ew.
And
You've had a lot of hand.
Yeah.
I think it was around the same time when the aura
blue
hands were
hands,
going through my
yeah.
wall. Yeah, so I think that's like related.
That would make sense that it's the same entity trying to.
Like break through, like using that as a medium.
Rawr.
Yeah, but I remember just being like so fucking scared and just like hiding under my covers. But
Ooh.
I just remembered that one more recently, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about that shit. But it was like
Spooky.
so scary.
That is
so
scary.
Mhm.
Especially you were just little.
And it's just like these like gray hands and like face features, like with like you can see their like mouth indent and like eye
I
indent.
hate
Ew.
it.
Yeah, it was like they had like a mask on. Like
That's
it was
way
real
too
gross.
scary for
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
for
way
a
gross.
kid, no.
Yeah.
They were
Um,
trying to scare you.
Yeah,
They
that's
were.
rude.
Like especially because it was like after Bob the Builder was done and like
Yeah.
it was probably like late. I think I had like woken up. But yeah, no, it was just crazy sauce.
Yeah, that's bananas.
Yeah.
I feel like I actually
I feel like
very
I've told you
vaguely
about that
tell-
one before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So did you tell mom or anyone after you saw that?
I'm sure I told mom, but I don't. I'm sure they were just like, oh,
You
it's
were
like
just-
it's just like the static on the
you're
TV, or it's
schizophrenic,
nothing.
it's okay.
Yeah, no, they yeah, yep. They're like, it's nothing. Ghosts aren't real. Yeah. No.
You both only, like, mom and dad have both only seen
Mm.
ghosts since they were little kids.
Right,
But they're not
literally.
real.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay.
Gaslight.
That's my own little
That's scary, Craig. I'm
electronics
sorry.
story.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if I said this last time, but like my car radio turned up on its own.
Oh, I know. You
I
told
did tell that
us,
one.
but
I don't.
know
I
if
don't.
you told
I didn't
it
tell
on
the pod. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, my car radio like turned up. It shows it on like the screen, like a little blue bar fills up and the numbers change. But like I didn't touch the knob and it just like turned up the volume. Or no, it turned down the volume. But yeah, no.
Your ghost is like, no, this is
It's
too
like,
loud.
enough of that, yeah. No, it was just like weird. Like, and I usually don't have electronic issues as much as these do. Okay, so some stories from Reddit.
From Reddit?
Or Reddit and then my ghost stories.
Your
Or your
ghost
ghost stories, I always say that.
My ghost stories.
Your myghoststories.com. They're all mine. Okay. Okay. Rooney the Waster 1 year ago says.
Rooney the Waster.
Rooney the Waster. Yes. Some years ago, I worked at a company that was headquartered in a 17th century barn conversion. The site itself was originally the location of Benedictine nuns' priory, which had its own graveyard for the nuns that lived there. The place was eventually abandoned and broke down by the locals for the masonry. Yeah, the masonry. I don't know what is that.
Masonry,
it's like jars, right? Like,
no, it's like they build like a mason, like they like especially like stonework.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, no, that makes sense. I get that. Yeah, for the masonry, over the centuries until nothing was left. So they left it abandoned and broke down. The whole site experienced a much higher than average number of issues with power and technology. I was in tech support there and coined the phrase, "the dead nuns did it." As you should. We would have suppliers installing hardware, configuring software devices, and complaining that they were seeing issues they'd never seen before. Despite these being established enterprise solutions they developed all over the world, we'd get localized, like to the desk or room, power disruptions, physical items such as NAS devices and other service room devices having buttons pressed, and just general interference in locked rooms, or on systems that no one was accessing. By the time I left, whenever there was a weird issue like that, someone would simply state, "the nuns." Even staff outside even staff outside of the tech team. And we'd all nod knowingly. I always wanted to investigate at that site, but sadly, this is off the cards now.
Ooh.
So just like electronic devices just like being messed with, even with like systems in place like that they use all over.
Right.
Like just crazy.
It's just there because it's the dead nuns.
It's the dead nuns.
It's the dead
place,
nuns.
yeah. The dead nuns.
The dead nuns.
Okay, now this one is called The TV People.
The TV or TV?
The TV.
Okay.
Like television.
Okay.
People. By Munster's Babe.
I like that.
Written in 2009.
Ooh, it's an oldie but a goodie.
An oldie but a goodie.
I still remember this as if it happened yesterday. When I was 4 years old, I lived with my grandparents and they eventually adopted me. My grandparents and I always went to garage sales every Saturday morning without fail.
I started reading this one.
I
Really?
literally read this one too.
Oh,
I'm
that's
glad I
so
didn't
funny.
choose it. Okay.
Same.
That's valid. Yeah, my grandparents and I always went to the garage sale every Saturday morning without fail. It was about 6:30 a.m. and my papa was out getting gas for the car and my mama was in her bedroom putting on her clothes. I was sitting on the couch eating a bowl of Rice Krispies and watching cartoons, as one does. My grandparents had bought a brand new TV with remote and had had cable or HAD cable. This was in 1980. There was no one in the living room with me at the time, at all. I thought I was grown up to get to be alone in the living room. As soon as I thought that, the TV went all weird. My cartoon blipped off and I became very angry. I don't like that it like made them like
Maybe they're just angry
react
that
like
the
that.
cartoons
They're like, yeah,
are
the
off.
cartoon's off, goddammit. That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
That would have been my reaction.
I went over and hit the TV a couple times and it came back on. As soon as I sat down with my cereal, the cartoon blipped off again. I got up and went over to the front of the TV and the screen began to blink and all of these faces began appearing on the screen. And this one made me think of my experience as well, and I was like, oh, that's like so weird. I screamed, and my mama came running out in her slip, which is like a nightgown. I had to look that up. I told her what happened, and she thought maybe the cable wire came out of the back. She inspected the back of the TV and found that the wire was secured in place. She hit the top of the TV, And the cartoon didn't come back. Instead, on the screen, there were these faces that looked so weird the channel had not been changed, and there was nothing to explain why these faces were appearing. My Mima could hear whispers. Gross. And she turned up the volume. The volume went up, but the voices still remained inaudible, and at the same whispery level as before, she was getting a little upset. She had the idea of plugging the TV out of the wall to see if that would fix it. She pulled it out, and the TV stayed on for about 5 to 6 seconds.
I hate when that happens. It's so creepy.
I feel like old TVs used to do that though.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
It's like
that's what
almost they could
happened.
store
They
a
could,
little bit of energy,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it takes a longer time for the screen to
Yeah.
fade
Like
out.
my
It's like
brick
that
TV did
bluey,
that.
gray, like foggy, yeah, weird. The TV always went off immediately after pushing the off button. She screamed, and I was crying by this point. She took me by the hand, and we ran outside to the backyard and sat on her swing until my pawpaw came home a few minutes later. He saw us and got angry with my mama, rude, for being outside in her slip, and for me being out in my gown. She was scared and shaking and told him what had just happened, and she would not go back into the house until the TV was taken out. He was upset by this because he had bought the TV the previous week, so he took the TV out of the house and waited until a TV repairman opened up his shop. The repairman took apart the TV and tested the tube and whatever else they do to TVs. He could not explain why the TV went on like that and the fritz like it did. Nevertheless, the TV was returned to the furniture store, and we got a new one. The TV never acted strange.
Weird.
Yeah, way weird.
that TV just had an attachment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you choose a TV as a vessel if you were going to attach to an object?
I feel like that's more like poltergeist territory.
I don't
But
think
I
I'd
wouldn't,
choose a
no.
TV.
I'd probably. Who am I kidding? I would totally choose a doll.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what I would
Ooh.
choose. Something that I could like communicate with. I think
Maybe a TV.
maybe a TV.
A Ouija board.
I don't know.
A haunted cell phone.
Yeah, maybe a cell phone, a cell phone or a computer. Yeah.
This kid thinks they're so lucky they're getting this new laptop for school and it's
And it's
refurbished.
me.
Do you like vampires?
Let's talk about vampires. Okay.
They like scream.
They're like, fuck yeah, I do. Anyways, let's talk about haunted technology, because if we start talking about vampires...
We'll have to switch the topic of the episode.
Okay, most ghost stories conjure visions of flickering lights, cold spots, and whispering corridors.
Ooh.
But in the modern world, the paranormal doesn't limit itself to creaking floorboards. It seems that ghosts have learned to keep up with the times. From washing machines mysteriously stopping mid-cycle, to baby monitors capturing strange images and sounds,
Oh, that's the fucking worst.
Ugh.
Ugh.
to smart speakers playing songs no one requested. Our homes are filled with electronic gateways that hum, glow, and respond, even when nobody is there. Do these gadgets act like modern spirit boards?
Yes.
Their circuitry and signals providing just enough energy for someone or something to reach through. Whether it's a restless soul, a mischievous echo, or an entirely unknown force, technology may be the new language of the dead. The washing machine. And this story really, if you've ever watched Ghosts, the American version, there's a ghost called Hetty, and there's a ghost called Flower. And Flower teaches Hetty to sit on the broken washing machine.
When it's off balance.
Yes.
The load is off balance.
The load is off balance, and chaos ensues. Anyway, go watch Ghosts. It's very silly.
It is so silly.
So this story is the washing machine from SB Matt on yourghoststories.com. This is also from 2009.
Ooh.
Yeah. From Indiana.
Indiana.
So just a short story here, and it's true. I'm not a believer in ghosts. I'm not an easy guy to scare, but this did the trick. I'll tell you in advance that I don't have an answer for what happened, but would like to hear your thoughts. It's all true, and a major puzzle to me. Our top loading washing machine is in the basement. It's a nice basement though, not a dark, spooky place. The room has bright lights, and because it's in the basement, there's no way to enter the room from outside the house. Okay, here we go. At least half a dozen times in the past year, I've gone down to put the wash into the dryer after the washing machine should have been long elapsed. Imagine my surprise to find the wash not finished and the top cover and lid of the washing machine up. The fact that the lid... Oh, our cat ball is going off again. Right in front of Wendy. Yay.
Did that happen to you, Wendy? I was thinking how mad I get when the wash just stops. Like, mine will just stop because it's old.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's...
The cat balls have never gone off like this. This is so bananas.
It's been active today.
It's been active.
Yeah.
It's been active.
So the washing machine, they come down and the lid is just like up. That takes a lot.
That takes a lot, yeah. The fact that the lid is up means that the washing cycle has not been completed. Each time I just scratched my head and wondered how this could happen. Just the other day it happened again. This time, as I went back into the washroom, I switched on the light and looked to see the top up once again. But this time, I heard something move in the room. It was a sound like a dog would make if you woke him up from sleeping and he bounced up.
Ooh.
We don't have any pets. The hair on my arms went straight up as I looked around the room, but I never found anything.
Ooh.
So I can hear that sound perfectly in my head, like when the dog gets up and it's like, yeah. But yeah, that's their story. Then I have
wild.
Any thoughts on that one?
Oh, that's
It's unsettling.
Yeah, because that's powerful. And, like, that's such a fun kind of silly thing to do. It's like, I'm going to stop your laundry.
Yeah.
I'm here.
It's very, like, prank, like, trickstery.
Yeah, but not
mean.
or scary, because it's not ruining anything.
It's just like a haha.
Little tricky trick.
Yes. Okay, this is called Ghost Sighting on Baby Monitor today.
Oh.
Do you see a baby ghost or something else? I see something else, and we'll talk about it.
Else, yeah.
This is by Kloob77 on Reddit. And we'll post the pitch, but yeah, you can't see it with this. I'll put it on there. So, this photo was taken in the basement bedroom of the house. Freaking basements. The monitor was next to the door. Unplugged. My girlfriend plugged it back in and walked out of the door upstairs, never going back into the frame. Went upstairs to take a picture of her niece to send to her sister that she had put the baby down for a nap. Less than a minute later, and was speechless. She could not believe her eyes, so she took a picture of what she was seeing. Who knows what was going through her head besides who else would believe me if I don't take a picture of what the hell is happening? The only way into the basement where the baby was from the stairs where we had just come from. She went right back down and no one was there. I'm not asking for validation. The family is freaked out and we were looking for helpful answers. So let me describe this picture to you. The baby monitor shows the baby asleep in the crib or playpen or whatever those things are called.
Those video monitors are freaky.
They're freaky. To the right of the crib, a figure leans into the crib, arms outstretched. It looks like an older woman or maybe an older man with short hair and glasses. And it's really solid.
Yeah.
You can see the wrinkles of the shirt. It is blurry though.
Because those baby monitor things are not
So everything
great.
else though is really crisp except for the figure. And it looks like they're wearing glasses.
Yeah. To me, it looks like their hands are on the edge of the crib.
They're like leaning,
They're
looking
leaning
over.
in, yeah.
Yeah. It looks like an older adult though, not a baby.
Not a kid.
I was thinking like grandma.
Yeah,
vibes.
Yeah.
grandma. But they were the only ones there.
Yeah, no grandmas were
No
in the
grandmas
building.
were in the building. Okay, then this next story is about an Alexa.
Ooh.
So this is from Reddit by No I Am Mean Not Really. I'm curious anyone else has ever had an odd or paranormal thing happen with the Alexa devices, as though they were serving as makeshift spirit boxes. My mother passed away unexpectedly at our family home in May 2022. Her will named me and as her personal representative. So my wife and I moved into the home in July of that year in order to deal with all of her stuff and settle her estate. My mother and I were very close, so there was a good deal of grief involved with the whole process. My mother was cremated and we kept the urn in the living room. We use an Alexa smart speaker in most rooms to control the lights, set alarms, play music, etc. A few times, music would randomly start playing in the living room where the urn was, which wasn't that weird since Alexa speakers are known to mistakenly hear their wake word and listen for a command. So a wake word is like, hey Alexa, or hey Google.
Everyone's device goes off.
I know. Sorry. I would tell the speaker to stop the music and then check the app to see what it had been playing. But there would never be any record of having heard a command. Again, odd, but not necessarily paranormal. One day, my brother called to tell me that my mother's dog, who had been taken in by a coworker of hers when she died, had passed away after being bitten by a snake in their yard.
Oh.
That night, music again started playing in the living room with a command. And when I asked Alexa what was playing, she was saying, "Goodbye, girl," by such and such artists. This felt oddly contextual, but again, not a paranormal smoking gun. Edit. The oddest part about that incident was that it just played that line from the song, then immediately stopped. I was thinking, oh my god, did that really just happen? Usually when it hears a command to play something, it will say, now playing such and such from Amazon Music. I considered the prankster angle as well. I can't rule that out. They would have to have been pretty on top of things to react that quickly though. Another far out possibility that would be less paranormal would be that there is an unknown AI sentience on the internet. Like a singularity or something that can hear out of smart speakers. But that's probably as far-fetched as an disembodied spirit. If it was a spirit or entity, I had no real evidence that it was my mom. It may have been something wanting me to believe it was her.
Ooh.
A couple weeks after that, I was feeling particularly sad and missing my mom that day. Sitting in the living room talking to her, I said to the empty room that my wife and I were considering buying the house to stay there long term. As soon as I said that, one of the Alexa speakers in the kitchen lit up, and a snippet of a song where a chorus of people sang, "Boy, you're welcome." I remember the album cover was blue, but it disappeared quickly, and I didn't catch what it was. It seemed like it had been in a direct response to what I just said. I opened the Alexa app, and again, nothing. No recent commands, and no recent history of anything having been played on the speakers. We've had the speakers for 5 or 6 years, and this never happened in any other house we used them. Only that one. And this is a reply to that same thread by numerous Actuator 47. I have had this happen, but a few with my iPhone and a few with a smart TV. My brother died in 2021, and I ended up with a lot of his stuff, including this new TV. As I'm sure everyone knows, with a smart TV, you're able to click on the microphone and say the name of whatever show or movie you're looking for, and it pops up with options. Thing is, the TV was completely off, and it would say, "Sorry, I didn't hear that," or "I'm sorry, please repeat that." In addition to this, the color light strips that were attached to the back of the TV would go off. I didn't have the remote for those anymore. This occurred only for the first month. With my iPhone, I had a few things occur. On the morning of his service, I was texting my mom about the arrangements as we were still doing last-minute communications to people who just couldn't use their own intellect to fucking read instructions on where to go, and she was overwhelmed. I reminded her to tell people that the service for viewing was an hour later than people planned to be there. That message to her, I saw a reaction, such as a thumbs down pop up. What is wild is that she didn't have an iPhone, and at the time her phone couldn't do those reactions across device types. We were baffled who put thumbs down. It wasn't from my end at all. Next time, I was messaging my husband, many months later, about coming home at a certain time. However, My iPhone autocorrected to RJ is okay.
Ooh.
RJ is my brother's name.
Ooh, full body chills just now.
There are a few electronic things. We always joked about how we'd attempt all that we could to contact each other if we went first. And he left young. It was an accidental death.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he's totally like,
He's-
hey, I'm letting
yeah.
you know. We're all good.
Yes. Which, that story was... It's a good one.
That was a good one. It gave me chills.
Yes. All right, and I just have a couple short stories of my own haunted technology. One is with a TV. One is with an electric keyboard. And one is with our youngest sister's Furby.
Oh no.
So, when we were young, our middle sister of the bunch of us and I shared a room. Hi, Carson.
Hi, kids.
We shared a queen-size bed. Directly next to the bed was my electric piano keyboard. It was one of the keyboards that had a button to make sounds or play songs. It had a light that glowed red when it was switched to off and green when it was switched to on. To turn this thing on, you had to push a switch up and down. So, like, you actually had to, like
slide it.
yeah, like slide it. It wasn't a button, but an actual switch. We were in bed watching TV. It was a box television that I will talk about next, actually. And we were getting ready to switch the TV off, and we were just talking when Carson goes silent. Did you see that? She asks me. What? I asked. The green light on the piano. It just switched on. I sat up, and sure enough, the green light was on, and the keyboard was making the buzzing, humming sound it made when it switched on, but the aux cord or microphone wasn't quite pushed in all the way.
Yeah.
So it was like, and so, yeah, it was a little electric hum. It hadn't been making the sound a moment ago. Go turn it off, Carson told me. And being the older than me, she had older sister rights. And I, of course, had to do what she said. I got up and made my way to the keyboard. I quickly pushed the keyboard to the off position and unplugged the thing for good measure. Then I scrambled back into the bed. We kind of laughed it off and gaslit ourselves, saying maybe we had just left it on or something bumped it, and we went to sleep.
Yeah, something bumped it.
Yeah. That was the only time that it ever did that.
That's wild.
So it wasn't like a glitch or an electric. It was weird. It was weird. Now let's talk about that TV. It was a smaller box TV, probably 2 feet by 2 feet, screen size. And it had a habit of scaring the shit out of me and sometimes Carson when she was there. At least twice a month, I would be jolted awake to the sound of static. The TV would be on and the volume would be full blast. I always turned the TV off before bed because
I've had that happen to me too.
Really?
Yeah, just that kind of TV.
Yeah. I always turn the TV off before bed. Oh, I just read that. I still can't sleep with like sound or lights or anything. Every time this happened without fail, it would scare the shit out of me. The TV would be on a different setting than when I had gone to sleep. So instead of being like on the last channel I had watched, it would be on the static snow screen. The remote would always be in the windowsill above the bed because when I was going to bed, I could just like reach it and sit it there. So nobody could have touched it or accidentally bump it in their sleep.
That's weird.
And it did that often until
That's
I got
freaky.
a new TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then it's like, the ghost like, oh, I don't, this one's not as fun.
Yeah.
I liked the old one.
But
Right.
that's not to say that the flat screen TV
Didn't do
weird shit. It would turn on to random channels, again at full blast. So whatever this was,
Ooh.
it would turn up the volume from whatever it was.
Like purposefully trying
To wake me
Gross.
up. Yeah. Even though nobody had touched it. And finally, the Furby. My youngest sister had a Furby. It was pink and blue, and she kept it with all of her other toys in this like white toy box. It wasn't one of the OG Furbies, but one of the newer ones that was released. I think it was like 2012 or something. As Furbies are wont to do, it would go off randomly in the night and start talking to an empty room. Once, when I was home alone, because of course, this thing started talking in Furbish to the empty room as usual. I went into her room to turn it off. If you lay them down flat on their back, they go to sleep and don't make noise until you put them back up again. I go back into my room, which is next to hers, and I hear a noise from her room. Then the Furby starts talking. It's on the floor. My first mistake was leaving it on top of the toy box lid. But, like, to put it to sleep, you can't, like, then move it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I closed the door and hightailed it so quick out of the house to sit outside. I know that Furbies can move, and it could have just activated and rolled off the toy box, but it scared young me so bad. Okay, and again for my theatrics. Maybe. The question isn't whether technology can be haunted, but whether it's simply the newest way for those unseen things to reach into the physical world.
I think that one.
Mm-hmm. People once gathered around candlelit parlors to hear raps on walls and tables. We now sit beside glowing screens, ghost boxes, and changing radio stations, listening for an answer to our calls. Are these glitches, pranks, coincidences? Or is the hum of electricity and the pulse of Wi-Fi giving the unseen just enough of a doorway to remind us they're still here? In the end, every unexplained flicker, every phantom song, and every toy that springs to life in the dark forces us to wonder, is it just broken wiring, or has the afterlife learned to speak in signals? Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. I have a Furby story.
Yes,
It's
tell us
real
your Furby
fast.
story.
So, my little boyfriend, when I was 17, he lived with his brother and his sister-in-law in an apartment. And above the washer and dryer that was in this like little closet area, there was a shelf, and the sister-in-law had a Furby. It was a black and white one. This is probably like in 1998 or 1999.
The OGs.
The OGs. So like we were just sitting there, we're talking like ghost stories and stuff, and the living room is just like it's just open concept, so you can hear everything, and like as we're telling ghost stories, all of a sudden we hear, "Woo, spooky," and it was the fucking Furby that no one was touching, no one was next to it,
Ooh.
nothing.
They do that.
Yup.
They
They're
be,
spooky.
Yup.
Yeah.
We should get a Furby to talk to.
We
ghosts
should
with.
get a Furby.
Oh my god.
Oh
That
my
would be fun.
god.
That would be fun.
Do you know
New
how
ghost
much
hunting tool.
they fucking go for though? Like the old school Furbies?
We'll just get one of the new ones because they're
Okay.
just as creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll work. And yeah. Anyway. Well, guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
that's
for
the
listening.
show.
That's the show.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Send us your ghost stories to seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com if you want to have them read for our Halloween special.
Yes. We have socials.
Socials.
Shush.
Socials.
We have a TikTok.
We have an Instagram.
We have a Facebook.
We
where you can
have-
post memes and shit.
Yes, all the memes. We have a YouTube where you can watch us and see Wendy.
Wendy the doll.
Wendy the doll.
She's there.
She's there. She's there.
She's there.
She's here.
Ew.
And yeah, follow us everywhere on Saints with My Siblings.
Yeah.
Seance with my siblings.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao.